I got a random question today.
Oh.
I think this would be a good short little.
Like you have a random question for me, or you received a random question?
In a rare event, I actually received a random fitness question.
Okay.
Now, I don't know just as much as you why I was asked a fitness question.
Yeah.
But I was.
There you go.
The guy I used to work with a while ago, kind of when I was first starting doing video.
Sure. Miami.
Nope, this was actually in Indiana.
Oh,
this is way back in the day.
So like a church or something.
Yeah, and he's seen that like I've been lifting weights. When I was working with him, I was probably 30 pounds skinnier. He's seen like the whole transformation of me going from super skinny to just extremely normal.
It's like almost a man.
To nearly a male. And he asked me, he was like, hey man, random question. I got cast in a play to play Gaston in Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
And I'm trying to bulk up.
Should I know who that is?
He's the bad guy. Or not the bad guy, but one of the kind of.
So he's not
guy.
the Beast.
Not the Beast, but he's like the big, strong, like gallant man that's trying to, like, yeah. So he's like, but I want to bulk up for this role.
Yeah.
You bulked up. How did you do it? And he was asking me that.
And you were like, everyone on the OK podcast thinks my bulk's not over.
I was like, if you ask them, I'm still pre-bulk.
Yeah, you're pre-bulk.
I'm pre-bulk.
Yeah, you're just getting started.
I'm just getting started. But 30 pounds plus is significant.
It's a lot, yeah.
And so I told him just a basic answer. I was like, I'm no expert, but this is what I did. What would you answer him with? Like, hey, I'm just looking to bulk up for a role. I've got 3.5 months.
Okay. Does age matter? Does body fat matter?
He's 40 years old. Body fat doesn't matter.
Oh, interesting. So he just wants to look really big.
Yeah. I would say he's not fat. He's not skinny, just not out of shape, just a normal looking dad.
How tall is he?
6'4".
Oh, what's he weigh?
Probably if I had to guess, 220, 30.
He's skinny.
Little thin.
Yeah. He's thin. He's thin. I don't know. If I had a 6'4" guy, 210 that needed to do a roll and get to 250 and his body fat didn't matter. At 40, I probably wouldn't put him on a gallon of milk a day, but I would put him on starting strength, basic, novice, linear progression, add weight. And I would just tell him anytime that he starts to feel beat up, eat more. So generally people come to me and they're like, hey, I want to get stronger. I don't want to gain weight because they're already overweight. Western society, that tends to be how it goes. But I would just say like, hey, if you want to gain 30 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever it is, food is the easiest recovery metric. So start lifting, learn to do the lifts, add 5 pounds, probably have to add 2.5 on your squat and your bench and your press pretty soon. But then the minute that you start to feel like, man, stuff hurts, I would just say increase caloric consumption. And
add 2 glasses of whole milk.
Yeah, it could be whole milk. It could be peanut butter. It could be pizza. Like if he really doesn't care. And that's the thing. Like if he's 6'4", 220, he's not fat right now. We could definitely make him fat if we tried hard enough. But like if he just increases caloric consumption, do you know what he does for a workout right now?
No, I think he probably does some light working out, like goes to the gym.
Okay. Recreation.
Yeah. And to put it in perspective, I haven't seen him shirtless in a long time, but I don't think he has abs.
Do you usually see him shirtless?
Not in a while.
Anything you need to tell
It's been
us?
a while.
Okay. It's been a while.
I'm not a jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that later. Yeah, I would just say use calories as the throttle. And obviously he can do this intelligently. Mm-hmm. Like if you eat even rice, super glycemic, carbohydrate, high starch, whatever.
Easy to digest
though. But if you just kicked up your rice intake and your chicken intake when you started to feel fatigued, it'd be great. The problem is usually as people lift, they don't plan and they go eat cheeseburgers. So, I mean, if I just needed to look like, whoa, a big person just walked in, I'd probably tell him not to worry about what he's eating. Just lift and do it. And because he's an actor, he probably will have a role later to be, I don't know, Napoleon Dynamite, and he'll be super skinny. And he probably knows Gaston. He's looking he's got small legs though. That's like Gaston not on starting strength.
Right.
Yeah, that's a small Gaston.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I think I just tell him squat, bench, deadlift. I mean, I love the overhead press, but squat, bench, deadlift with a caloric overload and adding weight each time.
Not just surplus, overload.
Yeah, overload. Yeah, words mean things. Overload and adding weight each time you will get bigger.
Yeah.
Like if you need to like look bigger, you will definitely get bigger. If you tell me that like later down the road, not Grant's problem, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, dude. Milk's not for everybody. I mean, it's for a lot of people, but like, yeah, I'd increase milk. I think peanut butter is great. I think more eggs is great. Like full fat stuff that like your body can actually use to build muscle is good. Yeah, no, it's great. Gaston.
Yeah, Gaston.
So you take a before and after?
He should. I'll tell him.
You should tell him. Before and after.
Before and after.
Yeah, we need that.
I know I've played around with gaining weight before and bulking.
Yeah.
I do think.
Can I make a comment before you make a comment?
Yeah.
So I was on the Spotify app today getting links, but someone was like, and it was from like 3 months ago, like, I'm not listening to this podcast again until he's 200 pounds.
No way.
And I was like, wow, we let that die a long time ago.
We did.
So people do care.
People care. So maybe they'll be excited about this. And I'm not just saying this now because I've been a little like worried about the wedding and like I don't want to get too much bulk.
You don't want to look too much like a man.
Not too much like a man.
Yeah, you're gonna just ride the line.
I'm gonna get be like a chubby Asian bunny, if I get too much. But I am thinking day after my honeymoon, that is the single best time in my life
to bulk,
to just get fat.
Oh yeah.
It'll never be a better time.
You locked her in.
Locked her in.
And she's in.
And she's told me multiple times, she may be a little crazy for this. And I think this is too far. She said, dude, if you're 220, I think that's fine.
I think 242.
242?
Yeah, 242. You'd be a hell of a 242.
Is that a fake comment? Is that a joke? Or is that like an actual opinion?
It's not my actual opinion.
Okay. I
think 200 is your cap, personally.
200
You never even hit it. What are you, 185,
186?
Yeah, I think if you hit 200, you'll be a chubby Asian bunny.
Yep.
And then you'll have to like stay at 200 and manage it to where it looks good. I think 200 is good. But if your wife likes you 220, even better.
I'm thinking.
It doesn't matter what I think.
I'm thinking I hit in the twos, at least get in there.
Okay.
200 to 210, somewhere in there.
I like it.
And I just see like, dude, I got to get a 500-pound deadlift.
Yeah.
I got to get a 405 squat.
If you're chasing numbers and you're going to compete in a Strength Coach singlet, I approve 220.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No. So here's the deal. No, joking aside.
No.
If you are competing and you're like, hey, I want to hit this number and this number matters to me, and you're actually going to train hard and hit the number.
Like, I'll get as big as I need to be and train as hard as I need to be.
Do it. If you're missing one workout a week, but you're eating like you're missing none, and you blow up to 210, and I'm not saying you, I'm saying like people that do this program, then like I have a problem with that.
Right.
Because now it's like, well, you're using the excuse for eating for your training, but you're not doing your training.
Right.
But if you're doing your training and you're like, I want to deadlift 500 pounds and go to 220, I'll tell you this. I think you at 220 is miserable.
I think I have sleep apnea. I think I can't move.
Your
can't
pants
breathe,
don't fit. You're going to buy Strength Coach shirts extra large.
Oh yeah. I'm 5'8". So
yeah, that's going to be big.
That's big.
Yeah. But if you're doing it for a reason, I have no problems with it.
Yeah. My
problem is people that eat like they're going to deadlift 500 pounds and deadlift 330.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
That's an excuse.
Yeah, that's just like,
I'm thinking, doesn't matter how fat I get now, I'm going to have a home gym at that point. No better time in my life to do it. I think I get kind of fat.
Yeah.
And I get real strong.
There you go. And then you cut.
And
we make a video. There we go.
I'm just doing this for the Strength Coach YouTube.
I mean, that's what it's all about.